I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Excuse me. Calling the order at 6 p.m. Can I get a roll call, please?
Michael Cashman.
Present.
Thomas Wood.
Also present.
Charles Costick.
Here.
Dana Isabella. Here. Daniel Bosley.
Here.
James Coffey.
Here.
And I, Katie Calucci, am present.
Was there anyone seeking to provide public comment this evening? Seeing none. In advance of the supervisor's report, just a couple things real quick. Start today, I did provide the proclamation on behalf of the town board over at the Clinton Community College event. It was very much appreciated by faculty, staff, alumni, and community members alike. Thank you for participating in that. One of the items that I did note during the ceremony of sorts is that, you know, it really is a wish of myself, and I know many people around here in the community, that property remains in public trust. And what I mean by that is, as a historical location, a former summer White House to 5 U.S. presidents, and you know, just a beautiful piece of property that we're hoping that, you know, Clinton County sees their way to finding ways to activate that property in a way that will still be accessible to the public. I know I personally have been making several recommendations about, you know, some usage of that, but the study that I think the IDA has been doing should be coming out in the coming weeks. I look forward to seeing what that's about, and we'll see where we go from that. Couple other quick items. The Battlefield Memorial Gateway did go out to bid for Phase 2. Unfortunately, we did not receive any bids. I want to provide some direct clarity on that. We did not receive bids for a variety of reasons, and not every construction company fell in this category, but some did and some did not. Some construction companies did not have the capacity to take on the work, given that they have a lot of projects going on, and that's great, and we understand that. There were some companies that reached out to us to express that they had a high interest, but the volatility on the market and kind of with everything that's going on with construction right now, they simply did not feel comfortable, you know, kind of putting in bids or being able to sharpen their pencil in a responsible manner, especially given the fact that it's for veterans and that they didn't want to have any overruns, et cetera, et cetera. So for that clarity, you know, it's not all tariffs, but tariffs definitely did play a component into some individuals not even pulling the blueprints. And I'm speaking with Trevor, I'm speaking with the Battlefield Memorial Gateway Committee, which is a component of the American Legion, and we're reassessing what's next. It's very likely that what we'll do is put the bids out again in the fall. And then that will create a potentially late fall construction season into spring, so on and so forth. So we're not retreating from the project, we recalibrate, and I would just emphasize that while we got bids when we were able to get them out under Phase 1 was delayed due to COVID, and I just say that you know, this project has gone through many cycles and variations, so we continue to advance. And I would just remind the public that this is a public-private partnership with the Clinton County American Legion, and you know, any delay though is likely to increase costs, and that we just call upon the public and our civic organizations to consider supporting the American Legion as they're the financial arm of this project. So, last thing I want to share is I do not believe I shared this a couple of weeks ago, other than to say that I was going down to Albany for NIOT, or New York State Association of Towns. As many of you know, I'm serving as one of the vice presidents again this year. I have been asked to serve as the chairperson of the membership committee, or membership engagement committee, and we are working in tandem with the legislative committee. And what is really interesting about that is, having had the opportunity to get down to Albany earlier this year for our advocacy day, we are bearing some results as far as some of the funding and CHIPS, etc. And we got a debriefing on some of our advocacy, with state and local government. And I just want to thank my colleagues around the board for your ongoing commitment to professional development as board members, because there's a lot to learn, there's a lot to get behind. But one of the responsibilities that we have as elected officials is to advocate on the needs and resources for our town. And so I want to thank you folks for being involved in NIOT and also your ongoing activity there. And the last thing that I would say is we continue to advocate and have conversations with our state legislators as regards to the bed occupancy tax. As it relates to my position has long been that we have a responsibility to turn over every stone to limit any burden on our taxpayers directly. And the town center is the economic driver of this region. And it's not to say that there aren't other economic impacts in the region, but we have the lion's share. And the town continues to invest in water infrastructure and make sure that that we're open for business, and we want to make sure that we're not just building, we're sustaining, maintaining. It goes back to the kind of the philosophy of our water and wastewater capital campaign. It's about health and safety, it's about sustainability, it's about economic development. So a component of our occupancy tax is based on infrastructure needs, and the town center, like everything, is aging, and you don't want to address it when there is, when it's at its worst. You want to be proactive, and the town continues to harness the plan the work the plan, and this is part of our long-term plan for town center. So with that, I'll conclude this evening. I do want to place on the table for consideration Resolution 147, a resolution to approve a change order for NCC systems for security systems installation at the Town Hall and the Town Plattsburgh Community Mausoleum. We do not have a meeting a fifth Thursday coming up, so I wanted to make sure to get this in the queue.
Whereas the town board previously approved a proposal from NCC Systems for the purchase and installation of a new security system, which includes a burglar alarm system, fire alarm system, door access system, surveillance system, and the associated software based on New York State contract pricing, with an original total cost not to exceed $121,554. And whereas due to unforeseen project requirements and the necessary enhancements to the system, to include expanding the security and necessities to the Town of Plattsburgh Community Mausoleum, bringing the new total project cost to $139,250. Now therefore be it resolved that the Town of Plattsburgh Town Board does hereby approve the change order submitted by NCC Systems in the amount of $17,696. It is further resolved that the Town Supervisor is hereby authorized and directed to execute the change order and any related documents and payment be made from the 2025 Buildings and Grounds Equipment Capital Outlay account as stated here. And be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution be given to the Finance Manager and a copy be given to NCC Systems.
Is there a motion?
So
Costick, Isabella. I just want to provide some additional context. Chuck's right next to me, so his voice, has further to go, to pierce my ear. Yes.
Okay.
So we, this has been a really good project because of the older building. We came across just a number of things that, when you're pulling back some tiles and a variety of other things. And then there was an opportunity to upgrade the system in such a way that would be immensely beneficial to the community mausoleum. There is already a system in there, but to make it connected, to the system that we're using, it didn't make sense to have two different systems. The timing was right, so hence the change order.
And that system at the mausoleum is going to be upgradable. So if we decide that we need to enhance that further, as we know we've had some undesirable activity, should we need to enhance that system, it's going to give us the opportunity to enhance and upgrade.
Yep.
And I think to Michael's point, we need to remember also that the fire system that was in this building is, from the 70s and 80s. It was long overdue to be updated and upgraded. So.
Yeah, the old lack of a better term, smokeheads on the system. We were basically having to scour various entities to make sure to get them for the old system. So this was a significant,
eBay.
yeah, significant upgrade for what it was. You know,
Yeah.
we've pinched every dollar that we could to make sure that we were in the best position, and this was the time, and we wanted to make sure that we can do it system-wide, so.
Yeah, we should also add, Michael, that we are also going to upgrade in all of the buildings water and sewer has out in the field.
Yeah, but this is not reflected in that.
No, that's not reflecting that, that will be separate, but we're gonna upgrade, so that everything's on the same platform.
Yep.
Everything's the same and doing with the same company, so, and it was overdue probably to upgrade them also, so we'll have a separate resolution once that's finalized.
Any questions, comments, concerns? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Resolution does carry. Thank you for considering that resolution this evening. This evening, we do have draft resolutions for the following items: minutes, monthly reports, retirement. Yes, Pamela St. John has filed. She is planning on retiring, and we'll talk about that a little bit more when the resolution comes forward. Katyville Volunteer Fire Department application to conduct and operate a place of public assembly, amusement, and the permit for public fireworks. We will continue to support by waiving the fees associated with that. Twin State Maintenance Renewal, and then authorizing the adoption of Local Law Number 4 of the year, authorizing a real property tax exemption to qualified volunteer firefighters and ambulance workers. That is what we have on the docket for the next time that we assemble. Is there anyone seeking to provide any committee reports?
I would just say I had opportunity to go out and look at both playgrounds that are being installed right now, Katyville and Cliff Haven. Wallace Hill will follow behind shortly. I don't believe they've started that yet, but will very soon. They're gonna be absolutely amazing. That equipment that's going up in Katyville was just crazy. Tom, I don't know if we're gonna let you go down that slide.
Oh, no, I've already checked it out.
We may,
I went over there the other day.
we
They
may have to
that
put a
done.
harness on you when you go down. I'm not sure. That one looks like it's, but that's some, and I think, our rec folks, along with, the PrAC committee, really just did a phenomenal job. I mean, we're really looking forward to that equipment being in and ready to go, so. And, you know, and has been, their process of late, each one is a little bit different than the rest, so, you know, the ones that we did 20, 30 years ago, every one of them was basically the same, so.
And there's gonna be a community celebration on Friday, June 13th in the evening. And it's not just gonna be the playground equipment, there's gonna be some other fun activities, so we encourage the public to come out and enjoy the new amenity.
That's at 4:30?
5 o'clock, I
5:30.
believe, yep. So, any other committee reports? Going once, going twice. All right, seeing no other committee reports, I do know the need to go into an executive session regarding collective bargaining negotiations for Article 14 of Civil Services. There a motion to enter executive session.
So moved.
Costick, is there a second?
Second.
Wood, can I get a roll call, please?
Thomas Wood,
Yes.
Charles Costick,
Yes.
Dana Isabella,
Yes.
Daniel Bosley,
Yes.
Michael Cashman.
Yes. We will enter executive session at 6:14 PM. No formal action to follow.
Can I just let Chuck
Gotta
go
keep your
first?
focus for a couple minutes.
Can I just let him go first?
Sorry, Chris.
See
ya. See you later, Chris. Take it easy, Ron.
Yep, let me just turn the camera off, we'll be right there.
I couldn't figure out, I said,